guys, welcome back. I'm very sorry for not posting earlier this week like I said I was going to. I originally had a plan to talk about the outfits for the Love Sick Girl era for Blackpink, but my video got copyrighted. I apologize if you can hear screaming in the background or music. My brother is playing Fortnite and my other brother's taking a shower, so great time to film, right? But as I was saying, I got copyrighted by NBC and SBS, so thank you so much for letting me create content, guys. But here I am today, making a video. I've been thinking about making this type of video for a little bit. Unpopular opinion videos aren't very rare. They're not very unique, but I thought it would be interesting for me to comment on other K-pop YouTubers' unpopular opinions, or so they think they are unpopular. Disclaimer, this is not a personal attack on these YouTubers. I enjoy watching each and every single one of them. This is why I picked theirs out. And this is all with respect. Opinions are opinions. It's nothing to get offended over. No need to go attack them or attack me over mine. Also, these opinions are not facts. So their opinions are not facts, my opinions are not facts. So please take it with a grain of salt. So these are the YouTubers. I will be linking the videos I used from their channels in my description below. Now let's get on with the first one, which I think her username is Sanguine Seulgi? Sanguine Seulgi. Cute. Okay, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But let's go.
I really dislike Card's music.
I could not disagree more. This one's kind of hard for me to work with because the person in the video didn't really give much explanation as to why they didn't like the music. But I'm just gonna make an assumption with everybody who does talk about Card and their music and why they don't like it. Usually people say that it all sounds the same. Now, I'm not saying this YouTuber is saying that their music sounds the same, but I'm just using this as an example because this YouTuber didn't really give me much to work with. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna probably say this a lot throughout the video with other opinions that people talk about, but same sound does not equal same song. There's a difference between a style of songs and the same song over and over again. Card has a style to their music. They have a concept to their music of how they want it to sound. That is why maybe to certain people that all their songs sound the same, and that's usually the reason people say they don't like Card's music. But again, it might not even just be that. It might be because it's just not your style. It might just not be your type of music you like to listen to. And there's no problem with that at all. But me and my personal opinion, I can't say that I agree with me not liking their music because I just like the style of their music. There hasn't been a comeback that has disappointed me yet. They put an amazing comeback after an amazing comeback. Their debut song wasn't really super iconic, but it was a good debut song, a solid one. But this YouTuber did say they liked Card's personalities, especially BM. I think BM has helped have Card get more recognition through his very outgoing, no mask on personality. He doesn't hide anything. He's very outspoken. He does not care. And I think that's really good for the K-pop community, but that is for me to talk about in another video.
My opinion, Solar has better stage presence than Hwasa.
Someone finally said it. I find myself paying attention more to Solar than I do Hwasa on stage. There's just like a magnet that Solar has that just captivates me every time Mamamoo performs. I don't know what it is. I wish I could find out what it is because it is addicting. I love watching her perform. Now, Hwasa's not a bad performer. It's not like her stage presence is bad. I just prefer Solar's and watching Solar perform over Hwasa. Just, yeah. Not saying one works harder than the other, but I think Solar just has this natural talent for performing in her.
Calling current K-pop too Western is so wrong.
So, this one is one that I'm kind of conflicted on with saying I agree or disagree with it because there's certain aspects of K-pop that has kind of died out, which makes me a little sad. And I don't think it sounds westernized, but I don't think K-pop really is as unique as it used to be. Like 5 years ago, like 2015, 2016, cute concepts were literally the thing. Everyone loved cute concepts. But now that it's coming more to the West and people are viewing all these videos of K-pop idols and the old concepts and stuff, they find the cute concepts for girls weird, or they find the cute concepts for guys weird. I feel like the West has made a lot of influence on 4th gen K-pop because we don't really see that much cute concepts anymore. We really don't. Like, I remember a lot of my friends didn't like Twice before like Fancy came out because just the cute concepts were just not for them. They didn't like it. They said it was annoying and like just not for them. And it makes me sad because I'm a huge Girls' Generation fan, huge Red Velvet fan, huge Twice fan before Fancy. So I love cute concepts. I'm a cute concept girl. I'm an old K-pop girl. So it's hard for me to say that K-pop has become westernized, but I feel like we're losing little bits and pieces of what K-pop was before the West really got into it. And one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are like, they think girl crush is such a unique concept, when in my personal opinion, I think it's very, very overdone. I think ever since 2018, girl crush has been just way overused. I've seen too much of it. I'm gonna bring up Everglow as an example. The only comeback I would say that was really solid for them that made them stand out as a group is La Di Di Da, because that one had more of a like girl crush with retro, which I've never seen before, and I honestly loved it. But I feel like Bobo Chocolat, Dun Dun, and Adios were just huge misses for me. I love the songs when I listen to them a first couple times, but I never find myself listening to them in my car or listening to them with my headphones on because it sounds like performance songs, like, and that's how I feel like all these songs are ending up to sound like, just performance songs, not songs I can sit and listen to in my car. And that's what's happening with a lot of boy groups with me. A lot of their songs are sounding like performance songs, even their B-sides. So it's hard for me to like fall in love with K-pop music nowadays. Now I feel like members in groups nowadays are getting like even better and better and better for me. I'm falling in love and being able to relate to more members in my eyes. Like, that's why I love Everglow, is because I can relate to the members a lot, and that's why I love Itzy, because I can relate to the members a lot, and that's why I love Stray Kids, because I can end up relating to the members. So, and that's what K-pop was for me in the beginning, but I just found the music very interesting. But now I feel like that interest is kind of dying, and it makes me sad. Okay, now we're moving on to the next YouTuber, which is Seulgiology. I think that's how I say the name. And let's get on with their first opinion. Now, I really, really agree with their opinion with this because I just think that there's a lot of solo stands that the toxic ones stand out the most, just like Armies and Blanks, how the fandom is just so big that the toxic ones inevitably stand out. I don't think there's anything wrong with solo standing as long as you're respectful to all the other members of the group. It doesn't hurt anybody as long as you are not using hurtful words to hurt the other members. It really just, that's all I have to say about it, is just, there's nothing that hurts to solo stand as long as you're respectful to the other people of the group. So, yeah, that's really it. Now, I completely disagree with this one because a lot of my old groups I wasn't standing until I listened to their complete discography, like Red Velvet, Stray Kids, Twice. Those groups, I did not stand them until I listened to all of their songs, well, most of their songs. I don't think you have to listen to all songs to, judge a group's music, but I don't think you have to stan a group. You never have to stan groups, even if you like their music. But I don't think it's fair to judge a group's music based off their title tracks alone. Now, here's an example. I loathe BTS Idol so much. I do not like the song. I will never be able to like the song. I know in my entire life, this song is just one of my least favorite from BTS, and that says a lot because I love all of BTS's music pretty much. But Love Yourself Answer is one of my favorite albums from them, one of them. And just because the title track was bad doesn't mean that the rest of the music was bad, and it doesn't mean the rest of the album was bad. No, I know a lot of days like 4th gen K-pop groups usually put out mini albums or like the singles and stuff. 4th gen groups are not very big on putting out full albums, I feel like, anymore. But I feel like with Everglow, they only have singles out. They don't have a full album out yet. But their B-sides are pretty decent. They're pretty good. I'm not a fan of a lot of their title tracks. Like, the only title track I'm actually really in love with is La Di Di Da. That's literally the only one. But their B-sides, I pretty much almost like every single one of their B-sides, and that's why I ended up standing them is because I listened to their entire discography and not just the title tracks. I think people forget that Red Velvet doesn't follow the trend. They don't conform, they are weird, they don't do the same concepts twice, they are very different. And Zimzalabim proved that. They were like, okay, we're here and we're doing what we want and we don't care what you think about it because this is us, take it or leave it. So the styling itself was reflecting off of that. So it was a little different. It was a little weird, but that's, I think, what you call fashion. Fashion is what you interpret it. Fashion is what you make of it. So I loved this era so much. I think it was quirky. It was different. It really reminded me of the Capitol and the Hunger Games, where everybody dresses kind of whack and like very colorful and very bright. Now onto the last YouTuber, which is vicilicious. I was going to do four YouTubers' opinions, but I was like, that's a little too much for me to do in one video because that's a lot of editing and a lot of talking I had to do. But I kind of want to do another one, so if this does well, I will make another one, or if you guys just want to see another one, I will make another one. But let's move on to the last 3 opinions.
Monsta by Red Velvet was forgettable, but I appreciate the subunit while Wendy recovers.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
I'm hurt. I cannot believe that this person said that. It actually hurts my soul. So I don't think you could tell, but I disagree. I think this subunit was literally out of nowhere. I was like, really? They're doing a subunit for what? There's already not that many members. But when I started to see the teasers and everything, I got so freaking excited. I was like, oh heck yes, oh heck yes. Because I was missing my content for this year so far, because obviously you guys can tell Red Velvet's my old group, so I was like, I'm not getting any content this year, we're not getting fed. But then the subunit came out and I was like, oh my god, I'm literally so excited. And this like debut, I guess it wouldn't be a comeback, this debut was really good. The music video, mwah. The song, mwah. The side tracks, mwah. Naughty, mwah. The choreo, mwah. The styling, mwah. Everything was perfect. And let me tell you this, idols don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a good comeback, they don't owe you a good debut, they don't owe you good styling, they don't owe you anything, so don't be surprised. Like, I hate when people make opinion videos and make it sound like I deserved better, and this is the only this is the only opinion that I'm very on, because they made it kind of sound a little but you know, I think we should appreciate what we get. Again, idols don't owe us anything. We should be grateful that they put things out for us anyway, so please don't act like idols owe you a dime. This concept was unique as always, the choreo was unique as always, the stages were as unique as always. I was really happy with this debut subunit kind of thing. I'm hoping that after Wendy recovers and everything's back to normal and Red Velvet's ready to make a comeback, that the subunit will stick and that we'll get some comebacks here and there, because I feel like that would be really fun.
A lot of idols aren't good dancers, they just happen to learn the choreo.
Wait, let me get this straight. So, even if you can learn choreo, you're not a good dancer. So, learning choreo doesn't mean you're a good dancer. I'm sorry. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to stop real quick. I'm sorry. I had to stop for a bit because I couldn't stop laughing, because I'm so confused by this opinion. I think this person contradicted themselves way too much when they were trying to explain this opinion, and in itself, the opinion is contradicting. If you can learn choreo, you're a good dancer. Like, that's just point blank period. Like, there's nothing else to say. If you can learn choreo, you're a good dancer. Like, if you're a bad dancer, you wouldn't be able to learn choreo. Like, this person confused the heck out of me. Idols train for years, for literally years, for singing and dancing and rapping. So of course all the idols are going to be able to learn choreo, and I think that automatically makes most idols good dancers. I do think there's a difference between good dancers and then main dancers, but I think all idols work hard enough to get the title good dancers. So don't try to take it away from them by saying just because they learn choreography doesn't make them good dancers. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me.
The fourth generation of K-pop idols being more focused on performance isn't a bad thing.
So bringing it back to when I was talking about the opinion of K-pop being westernized, I don't like how fourth gen focuses on performance. Like, it's all their songs end up sounding like performance songs and not songs I would listen to on a daily basis. I got into K-pop around like late second gen, early third gen. So I'm very used to full courses, very tasteful courses. But I feel like with Fortune, all the choruses are so empty to the point where it's not very enjoyable to listen to. I barely listen to fourth gen title tracks in my car unless they have a full chorus. Most of the time. That's not the case all the time, because there's some that have a drop in the chorus that are actually pretty good. But it's very rare. Now, I think fourth gen B-sides are amazing. I don't think they're bad at all, but I just don't understand why title tracks are always it's just a performance song and that's it. It's nothing really always rememberable. There's some, like, hits and misses, but, I wish the majority of it were hits, like it was back in, like, late second gen, early third gen. And that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching. This took such a long time to edit, but I know I probably will be making another one in the future. I will not be making my own unpopular opinions. I say this now, and I probably will make one just because I said it, but me, myself, I don't think I have any unpopular opinions. I just like commenting on others because I think others are very interesting. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and if you really want to see more in the future, I will. Even if you don't want to see it, I will probably make it anyway. But I'll see you guys later. Bye!